Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Angela Ben, and today I'm bringing you a couple of club kits from Spellbinders January 2024. I used the 2D embossing folder for the background, the branching out embossing folder, and I spritzed some water onto watercolor paper to soften the fibers, and I put it into the 2D embossing folder using the sandwich appropriate for that folder with my Gemini Junior. To ensure it dries straight, I should ideally leave it in the embossing folder to dry, but I didn't do it this time. But it's okay, I've got a remedy for that. Now for the die cuts, I decide to do some die cutting on watercolor paper, but before that, I awake the pigments in my Artist watercolor pan set from Old and New. Using a flat brush, I get some water onto the watercolor paper, so the water or the pigment will move. The watercolor pigment will move more easily, and I just want a light wash of various greens so I can use it to cut the branches and the leaves. And then I do another set where I will use yellows, oranges and reds. Now this will be for the flowers that I will be using to die cut in this small die of the month from Spellbinders called Sitting Pretty. It's some flowers with a couple of cute birds sitting in the cup of the flower. It's really adorable. These panels that I watercolor, you can either leave it to air dry or you can speed up the drying with a heat gun. I do the latter because I do want to get this done quickly. But remember to ensure that the watercolored panels are properly dry before you start die cutting. If not, it could just end up tearing this colors that you've done a color wash on it. Keep it quite light because you can always add some extra color shading with some dye inks, which I do. These are the dies from the small die of the month called Sitting Pretty. I end up using all the dies, but I do forget to do the flower centers, but you will see at the end I do it. It's pretty straightforward putting this together, but oh so pretty. These flowers that you can continue to use it in other cards, or you can just use the flowers without the birds if you're not a fan of them, but I think they're so cute. So I make one card using all the dies, including the birds, and my second card is pretty much a background of flowers and foliage. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. And when you do subscribe, remember to press that notification bell so you're alerted when new videos are uploaded. I will link all the products I use in the description below so it's easy for you to check it out. And thank you so much for stopping by. I will catch you at my next video. In the meantime, happy crafting. Take care.